teams in the wall record on the way to the trophy, but there are more walls to break through, and only one team can lift the trophy in the end here in the Barclaycard Arena. Welcome back, everyone, to day 2 of the Clash of Clans World Championship, live here from ESL 1 in Hamburg. I'm René, and with me at the desk are my Clan Castle troops, Woody and CarbonFin. What's up, guys?
Thank you, René. It's great to be back here for the second day. We now have the top 4 clans in the semifinals. I cannot wait for this, Woody.
Howdy, y'all, and thanks very much, René, for the introduction. If we're Clan Castle troops, I guess you can be the lava hound to my baby dragon.
That's all right. But you're not the only troops I brought to this wall, right? Because I need more, and I spent some Dark Elixir to bring back Judo Sloth to the telestrator.
I will be your analyst for the show. You'll be curious as to how the guys on the big stage get the job done. So I will break that down after every matchup for you. It is going to be awesome today. René?
Definitely awesome. I'm absolutely sure about that. Talking about getting the job done, 4 teams did, right? Because they found themselves here in the semifinals. But what happened yesterday at day 1? Let's do a quick recap for everyone out there.
Yeah, so in the first matchup, we saw Tribe Gaming, the #1 seed, taking out INTZ and advancing. And then we also had MCES taking out Queen Walkers, and that will be that first matchup in the semifinals.
Those were some really high-scoring matches. 26 stars for Tribe Gaming and 25 for MCES. You'll notice Tribe Gaming had a little bit of an edge on the offense, whereas MCES defense held up and didn't get 3-starred a single time by the Queen Walkers. It's going to be an awesome match.
Should probably quickly touch on the last match of yesterday, Shenzhou versus Team Queso, because that was a nail-biter.
Yeah, that one came down to the final 2 attacks. Team Queso had to 3-star to advance, and that's exactly what they did. In the clutch moment, they got it done.
Their 3-star, though, was needed. They were behind in percentage, and with an awesome attack right before the time was running out from Shenzhou, it seemed like Shenzhou was going to clutch it. So Team Queso versus Nova at the end of the day is also going to be super close. Looking forward to that one.
Any teams that you guys would have expected here in the semifinals that didn't make it? Or do we have the, let's say, typical? We got seed #1, that's for sure. We got seed #2 here. Any surprises?
I think every team that I expected, anyone could have made it so far in the semifinals. They're all really good, but the ones that I expected so far are in the semifinals, and this is going to be some great matches.
Yeah, take a look at some of the highlights from yesterday. Hits from Tribe Gaming that earned 3 stars. It seemed like the stars were just raining in for those guys. They picked up 12 stars yesterday, 14 the day before in the pre-round to get a total of 26. The highest showing of any clan, tied in fact with Nova, which also got 26 stars yesterday.
And Nova easily pulled out 4 triples in their live match. That's the thing here, right? We're not at the arena anymore in Poland. No, we're here on a big stadium stage. And they just came up, did their job, nearly perfect.
Yeah, it's unbelievable to come away with 14 stars to get those 4 triples. Tribe Gaming did it backstage in the previous day, but to do it here live on the stage is incredible to see.
That's right, and we're going to see more of that heated action coming up. I've always kind of wondered, do you think that you guys would save your better bases for the very beginning to try to get into that semifinals match? Or are you going to have even bigger bases to hold on to until later in the tournament?
Knowing Clash of Clans from our previous qualifiers, I expect the best still to come, right? We had an awesome day 1, but the qualifier proved over and over again it can get more crazy, more close between the teams, and more heartbreaking moments.
Yeah, I think the best bases are going to be coming into the semis and then the finals, but still, you're going to have to try to get there in the first place, so I don't know what to expect, but every single one of these bases have been tested over and over for the past several months, so I know they're ready.
And of course, as we throw these teams into the cauldron, only one comes out. It's the better team with a lot more stars in most cases and even higher average destruction. Expect to see those 3 stars flying all over the place in a super tight war, especially because the clans are currently tied up in this first war between Tribe and MCES. Or is there a 1-star difference, or they're tied up at 11, I believe?
Tied up.
11 all.
That's a good start into the day, right? I mean, we start with a big match, but then there's a second semifinal that will be probably even bigger or the same, because the teams that are here are from the top level from all around the globe. We gathered them here at ESL 1 Hamburg, so none of them will be disappointing at all in the performance. But we saw yesterday, 1 stars can happen.
Yes, 1 stars can happen, especially when you know you're down and you need to take that risk to go all out for that 3-star, which can really highly result in a 1 if you don't get to that town hall and you end on the town hall in the end of the attack.
But hey, there's no war that you can safely just pack it up with 12 stars and assume you're gonna win. We saw up to 14 in a single war, so these guys are definitely building their bases and setting up their attacks in mind of trying to prevent a 3-star on their own base while grabbing the 3-star from their opponents.
Grabbing 3 stars, that's always what everyone wants to do, but it's time for you to strap yourselves in the seats because we're getting ready for day 2.
Tribe Gaming, Team Queso, Vatang, Queen Walkers, MCES, Nova, Shenzhou, and INTZ. In the past 6 months, hundreds of teams have battled for one of 8 playoff spots in the first Clash of Clans World Championships. 4 of them fell in yesterday's quarterfinals, and now just 4 remain to wage war in today's semis. But who will make the final fight on this stage in Hamburg, Germany tomorrow? And ultimately, who will raise the Clash of Clans World Championship trophy and take home the lion's share of the $1 million prize pool? Hello! Hello everyone, welcome to ESL1 Hamburg and the Clash of Clans World Championship! Thank you very much. I think some of you are quite excited. I'm excited, but we've also got 2 very nervous teams waiting to take to the stage for the first of our semi-finals. Would you like to meet them, Hamburg? All right, let's find out more about our players. On my left, we have one of the teams that the 8 final teams said was their biggest competition, MCES, all the way from France. And on my right, potentially with the home crowd advantage, they're our #1 seed going into this. They were the first of our 8 teams to qualify for the World Championships. From Germany, it's Tribe Gaming. Now, yesterday, our teams competed in the first war of 2 for this semi-final, and it was 11 stars apiece. So there is everything to play for, and it's going to be the closest match we've seen on this stage so far. So good luck to our teams in Hamburg. Please show them your support and appreciation. And I want to show my appreciation for the boys on the desk. So over to you, René, and the boys.
Thanks, Frankie. And maybe we should quickly explain what Frankie meant when she said they played already. So we've got the pre-round going on. That means the teams did 5 attacks each already. Basically a war, that's what we normally have in the qualifier. And that war went 11-11. And now we catching onto that, and then it's accumulated stars in the end, right?
Yes, correct. We had the first war that was the other day, and now they're going to have the second war here. It's all tied up 11-11. So this war right here is going to determine everything and who's going to move on to the grand finals.
That's right, Carbon. These teams competed in the qualifiers through a grueling series that took weeks long to make it here today. This $1 million prize pool is the largest in the history of Clash of Clans, and there's only 4 teams left to vie it out for that huge prize. It all comes down to this right now. We are going to have one of our finalists in a very short amount of time, René.
Definitely. MCES came in back then in their qualifier in summer. They went straight on to being here, qualified for the World Championship. While Tribe Gaming, they were qualifying on the first ever qualifier we did this year, which meant they had a lot of time actually watching the championship unfold, right? They watched the show, they saw all the other opponents. Could that maybe have an impact on their performance?
I think it definitely is going to help. Tribe Gaming has been able to see every single one of these clans compete and qualify. But the thing with MCES is every single one of their members, the core group, is the same 5 that's here on the live stage. So they are going to be able to ready to go, but can they upset the #1 seed, Tribe Gaming?
It really is perfect framing for this matchup. Tribe Gaming, one of the oldest names in this mobile esports competition, having evolved from their previous incarnation as the Dark Looters, qualifying in the very first March event, and then the upcomers, the new guys in town. MCES came in and smashed it in their very first qualifier and have been upsetting clans left and right. Will it be their turn in the spotlight?
It could be, because currently they have a small lead in percentage going into our first semifinal. Yesterday, we had the time to sit down with the captains and ask them how they go into day 2 here.
Our strategy for the match tomorrow is to attack as unpredictable as possible. I think that's a really huge step to succeed right now in Clash of Clans. This is on how we hope to win the next match. MCES, be prepared. We will give everything we have.
Alors pour notre deuxième match contre Tribe, on va utiliser nos meilleures bases pour s'assurer notre place en finale. On a gagné le premier match, je pense qu'on a pris l'ascendant psychologique. Maintenant, il faut confirmer demain. On va donner le meilleur de nous-mêmes et on compte pas leur laisser la place pour la finale.
Both teams are confident, and they can be confident, because I was picking Tribe Gaming as the first favorite, as so many did, because it was the first pro team in the Clash of Clans circuit, right? And then MCES came up, and I really had to say they impressed me so much when they came to the qualifiers. And I thought I might be German, but my name is René, so just in case Tribe Gaming is out, I can just easily switch and become MCES fanboy.
Yeah, this match is going to be very unpredictable. Anything can happen since it is 11-11 and it's all tied up on stars. Anyone can get this win. It's going to be whoever's willing to take that risk.
Well, you heard it straight from the leaders of these clans themselves. Tribe knows that their secret strategy is to find an attack that no one is prepared for, while MCES has got the best and hardest bases to crack.
I hope everyone is prepared for first semifinal, because here it is. It's Tribe Gaming facing MCES.
We have Tribe Gaming taking on MCES. And for MCES, we have Hugo Stiglitz, René, Tryhard, Irium, and Sinti.
And for Tribe Gaming, we have Evecheck, Itsu, Eve, Maxi, Vale, and boom!
This is the semifinals, and this all tied up 11-11. This war is going to take everything. I wonder who is going to be the first attacker taking on all of that pressure, and it might actually be Tribe Gaming or no, MCES. Hugo Stiglitz is going to be attacking first here. I am ready to see what he's coming in with. His first attack yesterday was with Mass E-Drags, and he only got the 2-star. So can he come back and try to get the 3-star on the live stage here in the semis, Woody?
As you saw there, he's got a 91% destruction average, so expect nothing less from that in this crucial war. Taking a look at the leaderboard right now, we've got MCES ahead by just a hair in percentage. That could give them the leg up if this winds up being a star tie at the end. Now, if you're just watching Clash of Clans for the first time, you get that first star by getting 50% of the base destroyed, the second star by eliminating that town hall, the big blue building on the left side of the screen right now, and then that third and final crucial star with 100% destruction.
And he's trying to charge into this base with the Queen charge Lao. This wall wrecker is going to go straight for the town hall, opening these walls. Can it get through this next layer and let the Queen get to this multi-target Inferno and the back end there? Here comes the rage spells. Here comes an Ice Golem out of the clan castle, testing for some Seeking Air Mines, so the healers are protected, but has to take out that enemy Queen that is near the Eagle Artillery. You have to be able to lock up this town hall. Make sure you get that safe too, because this war is everything is on the line. It's the semifinals. finals now, Woody.
Double ice golem from Hugo Stiglitz is also going to put the freeze on those defenses there. This Archer Queen is going to start taking a lot of fire. She makes her way into the center of the base. That Inferno Tower heating things up as she finishes off those clan castle troops. She's still not in range of the enemy Archer Queen yet, though. If she can sneak in a little bit closer, she might be able to pull her. And yep, there it is, the Archer Queen pull, and Hugo Stiglitz gets the first big hit of this raid.
Yeah, the Queen is now moving through, not going to this Eagle artillery section, and gonna work her way towards this air defense on the left side. This is gonna be a little risky if he's gonna leave the town hall for the end, or he's gonna fly right over it, meaning the Eagle artillery might have to stay up. He has to be able to take this town hall down, and activates at 51%. Now dealing with the Lava Hound, taking his time, drops this poison spell. But look at this, we don't have too much time left on the board. Just over 1 minute left here, Woody.
And not even a single star up yet. Hugo Stiglitz claims the first one, taking it off that Archer Tower, and that's gonna activate the town hall right there.
Oh, no.
Pulling it up means that the balloons are gonna be able to go straight toward it. They're gonna get that Eternal Tome ability, protecting them from the Giga Bomb, and boom, they're gonna continue on through this base.
Oh, he dropped the free spell at the very edge of the map by accident there. Now the balloons are flying through. They're making their way over to this Eagle artillery. The Queen is actually still up. Can he get this topside multi-target Inferno down? It's beating on these balloons. It doesn't look like they're going down. He's shaking his head. That free spell would have helped, and it looks like it's going to be a defense for Eve check of Tribe Gaming.
Defensive victory, but that's a huge percentage. Hugo Stiglitz is not going to go home empty-handed. His Queen's still up and running. She's going to be able to snipe down a lot of buildings on the exterior. Expect at least 90%, as we thought we would get from Hugo Stiglitz. Still not the 3-star he was hoping for. It's going to keep MCES slightly ahead, but Tribe Gaming has the chance to pull it back now.
Yeah, MCS does have the percentage just by a little bit there, so this is going to help raise that. And if it comes down to a tie on stars, the percentage will be the tiebreaker, and whoever has the highest will be advancing to the grand finals. Very nice, getting that 2-star in the high 90s.
Let's take a look now at that replay. Hugo Stiglitz able to get that 2-star up on the board means that MCES is going to be in a solid position. That's one of the drawbacks, though, with using a really long stage early hit with that Archer Queen. I think it was until like 1 minute and 15 left before we finally started to see those Lava Hounds and balloons coming into play. And that one misclick with the free spell, I think you're right, might have cost him the 3-star, Carbon.
Yeah, that misclick on the edge happens to the best of us, but I mean, the pressure is on the line. Your hands are shaking in these moments. Now we have the next attack for Tribe Gaming. We have Boom coming in, one of the best Queen charge Lalo attackers in the game, and he's going to be coming in exactly with that strategy. And the Queen is being dropped on the bottom side of the screen, going to be moving towards this town hall. Cannot reach the town hall behind the walls here. It's a little too far, but let's see where this Queen's going to path. There's a Tesla that pops up. Drop some Hog Riders to pull this clan castle a little bit early so he can deal with it on the outside and doesn't have to deal with it inside the core of the space. Drops a freeze on the Queen. There goes the Hog Riders. Is there going to be a Lava Hound? It does end up coming out here. Now where is this Queen going? Is that the wall right there that the Queen is locking onto?
Looks like she's kind of locked onto some wall and CC troops over there on the exterior. That's not too bad for her because she's not taking a lot of fire from those defensive turrets. Instead, she can focus on those CC troops and get this first stage out of the way. Boom's going to send in a Coconut Loon, hoping to maybe grab a Seeking Air Mine within the exterior of the space. Doesn't find one this time, but that will clear the way for his later Lava Hound balloon parade. Attacking Archer Queen's gonna get raged up, giving her a bit of additional firepower to take down that enemy Archer Queen and some of those crucial structures there. Raged up healers will keep her top, but that forces out the Archer Queen ability. Boom is gonna have a little bit less to work with on the back end now.
He has to drop that free spell on the town. Otherwise, he was gonna lose those healers, so very nice use there, but unfortunately, he did have to pop that Queen ability because the Queen was going down to the enemy Queen there. Now drops the Stone Slammer on the bottom side. The balloons are flying in with this Grand Warden. A very nice free spell right there, grabbing the Expo and multi-target Inferno. He's flying in. The Queen is about to go down. If she can actually try to stay up as her health goes down, there she goes. She is finally down now, and he still has this Grand Warden ability. Look at all these balloons moving through the space here.
That's a ton of balloons and a lot of time left to finish off this base. Boom is looking cleared for landing. This Grand Warden uses the Eternal Tome right as these balloons start to encounter that multi-target Inferno. The air defenses and that Wizard Tower on the backside keeping them nice and healthy. Still, there's not a whole lot of cleanup here, and it's not yet guaranteed, CarbonFin.
The multi-target Inferno went down. His back-end air defense is the ones remaining. Can these balloons overpower it? Some air skellies left on the board. The Grand Warden might soak up some of these shots here to let these balloons go through. It's going to come like he might just have enough if they can take that down. Well, just over 30 seconds left here, Woody.
2 balloons!
Oh!
1 balloon! The last balloon goes down! The air defense stands, and Boom is left reeling. Lemonade has barely held on, but at what cost? A 94% means Boom has once again pulled up the average destruction for his team. Tribe Gaming does not find their 3-star hit this time, but what a close one, Carbon.
That could not have been any closer. That air defense right there does not go down, but still a great hit. 94% 2-star for Boom.
Balloons haven't been enough to secure the 3 stars here for Tribe Gaming, but both teams showing where they will go here in the semifinal. It stays that it was before a very close matchup.
MCES and Tribe still neck and neck. You can see their average destruction right at that 54% mark. 13 stars apiece and 4 attacks left in this war. When you're taking a look at the rest of the lineup, Cynthia and Iriam are really the guys that stand out to me in MCES. Super high hit rates, very reliable on stage. In fact, we saw a 3-star from Cynthia during his war yesterday against the Queen Walkers. He's a hog master, and if he's the last guy to attack, you can't feel confident as Tribe.
Yeah, I'm gonna be, looks at this. We have Lemonade coming in, average destruction percentage of 99%. And MCES just barely have that advantage on the percentage. It's all tied up. It cannot be any closer. Each one of these attacks here can make the difference. What is he coming in with? It looks like gonna be a queen charge, queen walk into dragons. We've seen some 3-stars already with those the other day.
We sure have. In fact, Lemonade picked up a 3-star yesterday in his battle against the Queen Walkers. Lemonade's a 26-year-old logistics expert at Cannes. He's one of the stars of this French team. As you mentioned, he had a 99% destruction on the big stage, but back in the qualifiers, he picked up 3 3-stars out of his 7 attacks with a 92% average. So very consistent player here. He loves playing balloons, and it looks like he's going to keep to the skies this time, but we're going back to mass dragons. That's another strategy that Boom used 3-stars to get yesterday, so expect to see a big wave of flying beasts sweep on through here after this Archer Queen gets her initial clear through the base.
Yeah, the Queen was able to take out the enemy Queen. There still has a jump spell, but these healers are getting hit by this multi-target Inferno. Has to drop this free spell, but as long as this Queen can take out this Eagle Artillery, that's going to be huge value. Needs to take it down. Still has the Queen ability, pops it right there, and has a baby dragon coming up on the top side over there as well. Let's see, drops a rage for the Queen to try to keep her alive. As long as these healers stay away from the multi-target Infernos, the Queen can stay up in the core. Here comes the dragons from the bottom side. Stone Slammer to help set that funnel for them to move to this town hall, because they're looking to try to get that first 3-star here on the stage.
Glorious funnel and a great point there. Since the dragons will target the nearest building, it's really important to make sure you clear out those outer structures. It's a good choice also from Lemonade to counterfeit those defensive multi-target Infernos by keeping this Grand Warden's Eternal Tome up as long as he possibly can on those dragons. That life aura keeping them boosted as well. We're going to get a few air skeletons popping out. Not good for Lemonade, as that means that those dragons are going to be distracted and getting heated up by those Inferno towers. But without any air defenses that I can see on the backside, Lemonade still has a solid shot at 3, CarbonFin.
Yeah, this baby dragon coming on the right side is really clutch right there to take out that multi-target Inferno. But are these dragons enough to take this multi-Inferno out with one? Oh, there's a wizard and 2-point archer towers. Defense is up at the top side there.
Lost his Grand Warden.
They're gonna have to move all the way up there with that gold storage. That's gonna slow him down quite a bit. At this point, he's looking to try to add as much percentage. These dragons will not, unless they can try to overwhelm. I don't know how much health these dragons have here, but just over 30 seconds left in the raid with 1 balloon and a wall breaker to try to distract and try to drop in here. This one, he's gonna try to grab as much percentage as possible.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Lemonade, that baby dragon kind of clumped up with the other dragons. It lost that beautiful rage ability that it gets whenever it's not near any other allied air troops. You'll see there's still 2 archer towers up on the top. Lemonade's holding on to a balloon. He's gonna wait for the last moment to use that, trying to hope for those archer towers to be a bit distracted. And once again, CarbonFin, we're getting so close to that 3-star point, but not yet finding it. Lemonade pulling that average up even higher, though, with a 96% 2-star.
96%. These attacks are all so close. This is the semifinals. That's exactly what we were expecting, but who is gonna be the first one to get that 3-star here in the semifinals on this big stage? stage. That's going to determine who potentially could be advancing to the finals.
Look, Hugo Stiglitz got a 93, Boom with a 94, René with 96.
Wow.
Is it finally time for that 100? Evechek is gonna have a say in the matter right now.
Evechek is going to be coming in with a, looks like, man, it's kind of a mix here. It might be a...
I like it. It's a kitchen sink.
Yeah, he's got a mix of troops.
A Lava Hound and a P.E.K.K.A. in the same army, 15 balloons?
Yeah.
What do you even call this, CarbonFin?
It's kind of like a P.E.K.K.A. smash into a back-end Lalo, and he's going to use this Grand Warden Walk. There's so many different moving parts in this raid here, but this can get quite a bit of value if he's able to grab this multi-target Inferno, and then he can start the P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers towards this Town Hall and jump into the middle. And that Lava Hound, if it can tank quite a bit, it can get a ton of value and move around the back end.
Hype for the hybrid army. Evechek got 3 stars yesterday in the war against INTZ, and he was getting a lot of support from his captain as well. Itzu talking about those weird, crazy army compositions that you'd never expect to see coming. On top of all this craziness, we also have a Warden Walk, something that's very atypical. You see them in maybe around 10-15% of the attacks overall, but they don't always work because of that Warden's DPS is a bit lower than the Archer Queen. Evechek is going to throw away his Archer Queen kind of in the bottom corner there in a dive attack, hoping to get maybe that Town Hall in the meantime, but he's starting to run low on time. Here we finally go with the ground stage of the attack, the P.E.K.K.A. charging out in front of these bowlers on the bottom left.
This Grand Warden is not going, okay, finally he now comes down to meet up with these bowlers, and he's moving to the core here. The Queen burns her ability to help set this funnel beautifully here. Here comes the Rage. There's the jump spell to move into the core. He's going to have to be able to time this Grand Warrior Eternal Tome over the Town Hall. He's pushing his way in through some Eagle shots, but he did it a little bit early. Is this Town Hall going to be able to go down in time? And he's going to move in, and no, I don't know if he was able to protect some of those bowlers there, but he's charging through the core. These healers are keeping them alive. And we're going to keep our eye on this Stone Slammer, and the Lava Hound are about to come in.
Spells flinging, bells ringing in his head. Gotta play that here, gotta use that ability there, gotta get those balloons down, and here they come in from the right side corner, dropping that air defense, getting some coverage from the Stone Slammer, but the ground attack has been neutralized. Arium's defenses are now firing away at those healers as Evechek's last hope is to get these balloons through the rest of the base. He still has a couple more spells to do it. He's got that haste and another freeze, drops the freeze in the multi-target Inferno and that Wizard Tower on the backside. A bit early, but hold on. That is a ton of balloons, CarbonFin. Can they get the job done?
Oh, there was so many balloons there. They just got all wiped out by that multi-target Inferno and some traps there. And now we have him trying to clean up with a couple more minions on the edges here. The Lava Hound is over on the edge by that Wizard. The Wizard won't be able to get much more because the Lava Hound's about to pop. But this is going to be up close to around a 90% as well. Let's see if we can get this final army camp at the top. And then looks like if this Dark Storage can go down. No, we might finish just at about an 89% 2-star. And to think that an 89% 2-star is the lowest so far, that's incredible.
A masterwork hit, but couldn't get the 3.
The #1 seed, is that struggling already? Is that what we see live against MCES? Is that a hurdle the German lineup can't overcome right now? I mean, they got the support by the home crowd, but they would need more than that attack.
The innovation, though, is really impressive here, CarbonFin. The best attacks that we saw during the qualifiers were oftentimes hits from troops that we rarely, if ever, see. I saw Mass Dragon Ascendant in the middle of the summer qualifiers. We saw Drag Bad and switch up to Sui Hogs at one point. What are these guys gonna bring next that can get that 3-star hit they need to pull ahead?
That is a great question, and now they're coming in with a Queen Walk Dragon attack. I'm going to be curious to see if maybe they're expecting maybe some Lava Hounds in the defending clan castles so that the Dragons don't have to pull it out and have to deal with it. They can move through the base a little bit quicker. Has a few wall breakers here to break into the base. And we have to be able to charge in, but is that a single target Inferno that I'm seeing in the core of that base? I mean, I think so. With 2 multis, you don't typically see a single nowadays right here.
Yeah, it's typically all 3 multi-target Infernos to kind of ward off those hogs. The balloons can cause a bit of trouble. A single target Inferno suggests to me that Tryhard is going to have to focus on not letting his Archer Queen get anywhere near that. She's starting to kind of pierce into the base now, but got to keep her on the exterior, because if that single target locks, she's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, now the Queen's going to be able to move through here. Very nice use of the wall breakers. She's going to be able to clear this back-end air defense here. Here comes the Stone Slammer. Out comes some of the archers. I Don't know if there's just a Lava Hound, so it should not come out. It is. It looks like there's also going to be a Lava Hound in there, so that's going to stay in the clan castle as long as he doesn't pull it. Still has his king, so hopefully he doesn't drop it anywhere near this clan castle radius, so the Lava Hound will stay in there. The queen's moving all the way to the top side, already burned her ability here, drops the rage, out comes the balloons, going
Can they get that eagle?
the eagle artillery. Can they take it down?
They need this eagle right now. Balloons
Goes
get the
down.
drop.
Very nice. Now the dragons are making their way to the town hall on the outside here.
Air Warden is going to protect them right as they fly over on top, grab it with a free spell, and uses that Grand Warden Eternal Tone to protect the dragons on the other side. That Barbarian King swinging away, but there's still a few buildings on the interior of this base. Tryhard has dealt with most of the scary defenses along the outside, and it seems that this is the most likely to score a 3-star that we've seen so far today, Carbon.
This is looking really good. Tryhard is hitting at 100% hit rate right now. Can he get his third triple? Dragons are flying around. Queen stays up. They're going to be trying to take this down with about 40 seconds left in the raid. He is cheering. Look at this. They're going to be able to move over to this multi-target Inferno. Grand Warden is still up. 40 seconds left in the raid. Going to be moving over to the Wizard Tower and then that Archer Queen platform. And ladies and gentlemen, Tryhard of MCES is going to be getting the first 3-star here in the semifinals.
Magnificent display of mastery. The Dragon King has emerged victorious. MCES with the first 3-star of the day are ahead in this war now, and Tribe is knocked back on their heels. Can they counterpunch harder than Tryhard has just done?
This is definitely Tribe Gaming. Tribe Gaming's toughest opponent, pushing them against the wall right now. Tribe Gaming is down to that triple. They're gonna have to answer the call, and the next attacker is gonna have all the pressure. Can they come back and answer what MCES just did?
I was really impressed by the control with those spells in particular. Freezing that single target Inferno on the interior to make sure that the Stone Slammer had enough time to get those balloons in onto the Eagle, using those rage spells on the dragons as they were taking down that town hall. It seemed like he got the perfect timing on every single drop there. Eliminated like 40% of the base with that queen charge at the beginning, so extremely well-planned attack, and it paid off. He had quite a few troops to spare at the end of that one.
Oh,
Let's
is
get into
there
volley now.
lightning spells coming into play to take out a core multi-target Inferno? I don't think I've ever seen lightning spells here in the qualifiers, even the World Championship here. Unbelievable, switching things up, and that's exactly what Itsu said, to be throwing attack strategies that your opponents will not expect from you.
Hey, if that multi-target was the core of the defenses, which it very well seems like it was to Cynthia, maybe Vale can get value off of it. But keep in mind now, he's only got 1 rage, 1 poison for those CC troops or the queen. He's got 1 freeze and 1 haste, so that leaves him a little bit soft-handed in the spell category. He's really gonna have to make up for that with the troops he's brought. 3 Lava Hounds and 24 balloons is about as heavy as a Lalo composition that I've ever seen, CarbonFin.
Queen is gonna be able to reach over to this Eagle artillery. They're gonna be able to get a ton of value here. This is looking pretty good with the clan castle all the way up to the top side towards 12 near the town hall. This is looking pretty good as long as he can be able to fly around. I'm looking at where the other sweeper is. It's towards this town hall. Okay, both of them are near that clan castle. Here comes the Lalo moving into this multi-target Inferno. There's the enemy queen. She is still alive. It's going to be interesting how he's going to take her down.
Vale's queen doesn't have any healers with her, but she does have a lot of tanking out in front. That's going to be a massive boost to his DPS as he soars into the left side of this map. That Stone Slammer out in front trying to protect, but man, that multi-target Inferno is burning up these balloons, and even that Archer Queen's taking quite a bit of heat. Rages her up, but she's not going to be able to stand. Zapped down by the Grand Warden on defense, and Vale's attack is starting to crumble, Carbon.
The dragons were supposed to meant to take out the enemy queen there, but they're going all the way over to that Lava Hound, so this queen's going to stay up in the raid. He's flying through. Town Hall is active, freezing the Town Hall here. He's going to have to pop the ability over it, but unfortunately, the Lava Hound did actually pop, so now there's pups that are going to be hitting everything. He's trying to fly through the back end here, but with that queen still up, he's going to have to try to path around her, and he has no more spells at this point, Woody.
Tribe Gaming is really walking the razor's edge of this unconventional style between just brilliant maneuvering and these really super unorthodox hits. It turns out in this case, Vale is not going to get paid off for this highly risky strategy, and the attempt at a comeback is going to be leaving Tribe behind now, not only in percentage, but in stars as well. Vale's going to pick up a mid-70s percentage strike, but the 3 stars seemed far off on this one, Carbon.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's gonna fall and get that 2-star, 72%, but still a really great try. It's gonna come down to these next few attacks.
We even have to talk about a comeback already. There are only 2 attacks left for both teams. But MCES, they were kind of in control of the pre-round with having at least a gap in percentage. And now here on the live stage, they go even crazier. They accelerate even more. And it seems like they could take down what is Tribe Gaming.
It's going to be nearly impossible for Tribe to catch up if either of these 2 remaining MCES players triple. That could be enough to put the nail in the coffin here. Cynthia and Irium are the guys to do it. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, they have the highest hit rate of any of the players on this MCES lineup. They're so consistent in those 3-star strikes, but can they get the job done against Eve Maxi? Really great base builder for Tribe. We'll see soon.
We will see here in this attack. Ariam's coming in with the Pekka Smash. Queen's gonna be able to start up to the top side, looking like he's gonna try to get this Queen to move over around to the right. And then he's gonna move in with the Pekkas and the boulders. He has the 2 jump spells to jump twice into the core of this base and maybe save that Stone Slammer with a haste spell for some back-end balloons to try to clear it out. But there is that Eagle Artillery in the core next to the Town Hall, so he's gonna have to make a unique charge into this base here. Queen is moving her way, taking his time through this area. The King is gonna set the funnel over on the right. And here comes the Pekkas and boulders right in between the heroes.
Hot off of 4 3-stars in the qualifier. Irium picked up a 2-star, 97% yesterday. That left him just wanting more though. He's back at it again with this super heavy ground-based push. Gonna be charging into the right side corner, jumping in, raged up, uses that Grand Warden Eternal Tome early to protect those troops from that giant bomb and keep them going as these CC troops start to come out and try to distract them. The Archer Queen's gonna lock onto that enemy Lava Hound real quick, but the Pekka's gonna be able to chop through that Archer Queen. She jumped over the wall, and great siding by Ariam there stabs her down, and those troops are still going strong. An avalanche of destruction through this base, CarbonFin.
Woody, the boulders are going through this bottom side here. It's looking pretty good. Queen still has her ability, but he has dropped, I don't know if he dropped the Stone Slammer, probably up to the top side near the Town Hall. We don't see it just yet. He's moving his way there. Out comes balloons of the Stone Slammer. Town Hall is down, loses them, but is he gonna have enough through the top side of this base, through that multi-target Inferno? These healers are keeping everything alive. This is looking really good for Ariam of MCES.
Ariam is unstoppable. The French forces force their way into this base, stabbing, parrying, repulsed. They only have a few defenses left on the backside. It's still a minute for cleanup. Ariam looking to finish this base off. 3 stars in hand. High fives and pumps his fist. This is an absolute tear for MCES. A 2-star advantage, and Tribe only 2 attacks to counter.
What an unbelievable performance from MCES, going back-to-back triples right here when they need it. And look at that, with 30 seconds left in the raid, this is going to be a 3-star. Queen's gonna finish it off. Beautiful attack from Ariam of MCES.
Pekka Smash is the new order of the day. These skybound attacks have not been able to get the 3 stars these guys were looking for. Tryhard did pick one up with Mass Drag, but it seems like the ground-based movement from Iriam is exactly what MCES needed in this clutch moment. Leading ahead by 4% in destruction, this is what really set them over the edge. When they look back and say who made it to the finals, they will talk about that attack, CarbonFin.
What an unbelievable performance from MCES, coming through with those 2 triples. But Tribe Gaming, Eve Maxi is gonna try to answer the call. He's at 100% destruction. He's perfect so far here in the World Championships. And can he answer? Because Tribe Gaming needs it at this moment.
Eve Maxey's the guy to do it. As you saw, he has been perfect in this War Series. The Clash of Clans World Championship cannot rank any player higher than Eve Maxey. The 3-star expert has never missed a single base on the big stage, and he's not here to disappoint at all. Tribe looking for that comeback to hope beyond hope. Maybe they can get a defensive win in MCES's last attack, and if they're going to pull it off, Eve Maxey is the guy to do it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see what these final attacks are going to do. Eve Maxey's coming in with the Sui. Alalo has 2 skeleton spells to be able to take out that enemy queen. But the queen is walking around here, gonna be able to walk and grab this archer tower, follow up that ice golem around to the right side. King is over there as well. I'm gonna be curious to see what else value he's trying to grab. There's the air defense in the corner. Is she gonna go there, or is she gonna keep walking up to the Tesla? She is, so that air defense will not go down. I wonder if that's what he was trying to grab.
Very well, seems like he was hoping that Archer Queen to kind of walk into that alleyway, take down an air defense, maybe target that multi-target Inferno, but defensive base building skills from MCES have been so on point. It seems like every time you think you're gonna knock that last little building down, it just hides behind the wall, it denies entry, the door is slammed shut in your face, CarbonFin.
Yeah, now he's flying with the Lalo around, pulling some air skellies, pulling out the clan castle right here, and there's a town hall over on the left side. Is he gonna be able to path right to it? Pops this warden ability, but the town hall is still up. Down it goes, and locks up the 1-star right there, and now the skellies are over on the queen to take her down. But he freezes this multi-target Inferno and that eagle. He's trying to push through here with some top-end balloons, and the Lava Hound's tanking up there. He keeps freezing it, but is he gonna have enough to try to get through it with no heal spell here?
Doesn't look likely, Carbon. He's spent his last spell. He's got 1 more haste, actually, but the freeze going down to protect against that air defense and multi-target was his final hope. Tries to haste those balloons into the base, but there was so much anti-air firing away at those loons. They had no chance. Excellent base building from Tryhard. Denies this Lalo hit from Eve Maxey. The first time we've seen his attack fall apart on such a main stage. Tribe Gaming performing super well, putting up that 3-star hit, but not yet able to follow it up with a second.
Very nice try right there from Eve Maxey. Everyone is giving him a round of applause, but unfortunately, it's gonna fall short there, just in the mid 80% range. Gonna be a 2-star. That queen was not able to grab that air defense in the core. Maybe he wanted to have that stone slammer come from that area, last a little bit longer, but that air defense just kept firing upon it as it was entering from that area.
This is gonna leave Tribe Gaming with 19 stars to MCES's 21. That means that if MCES can just put up another 2-star in their next hit, they will have the walk-off victory. Tribe Gaming won't go down without a fight, and as the semifinalists, though, they are one of the top 4 clans in the world. We've got 2 more hits left, so stay tuned. We've got also another war coming up after that. We've got some pretty great prizes as well for our finalists and semifinalists. René?
I mean, we're talking about $1 million on the line here, and that great trophy that sits right in the center of this arena. And this is only the first semifinal. There will be grand finale tomorrow, but let's not go there yet. Let's concentrate on what's right here.
Yeah, we have the next attack from MCES. We have, I think, is it gonna be Irium gonna be attacking?
Oh, last attack from Sinte.
It must be Sinte, because he already got that 3-star.
Yep, it's gonna be Sinte coming in for the very last hit.
Yes.
Sinte, the 22-year-old member of the French team, got 3 3-star hits in the qualifying round. He actually picked up another 3-star yesterday in order to make it here to the semis today against the Queen Walkers. He is the Hog Master of MCES, and yes, he will not disappoint. Those porcine riders are going to be hopping into the arena very soon. Don't often see jump spells paired with the Hog Rider attack, but maybe if you want to get your heroes correctly positioned or an ice golem deep into the space, that's what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah, he dropped that jump spell really early there to make sure that his king and queen hopefully go into this area to help take out that enemy queen. Drops the 1 poison, actually has 2 poisons in here to help deal with, I guess, the heroes to slow him down, and also that clan castle. So he's gonna be able to take out maybe 2 multi-target Infernos in this small push here. There's the king pushing his way through with his ability. Gonna take out that multi-target Inferno on the bottom. Gonna take on the Also that second multi-target Inferno, and then he's gonna come in with the mass Hog Riders for the cleanup and taking out that Town Hall.
Smash and grab with this hero dive. Cynthia has managed to take out that enemy queen and a few key defenses along the top left side of the space. It was a dive though, so he's not planning on using those heroes for the rest of the raid. That means he's got to get maximum value out of these Hog Riders and really hope to dodge those giant bombs. That's the most important thing that you want to keep them off of. He's holding on to those heal spells, just hoping to make sure that he can top them back off against this massive wave of splash damage coming in. Wizard Towers, Bomb Towers, and Eagle Artillery now activating and firing away at them.
He popped that Grand War Eternal Tome. The Town Hall does go down. He's got some Wizards down for cleanup. It looks like he's definitely going to get that 2-star, but the Hogs are moving around this base here. Can they overwhelm the back end with one more heal spell? This is actually looking pretty good here for Cynthia of MCES.
2 stars clinches the victory for MCES, and it's cheers from the French army backing him up. They aren't going to be happy with just 2, and he's going for 3. Pounds the desk and pumps his fist. Can he finish off this final Tesla farm on the top side and go home happy with a 24-star total?
Unbelievable there. Is this going to be the third triple of the match here of the war against Tribe Gaming? He's got the Wizards down for cleanup. No more defenses. And at this point, with just under a minute left in the raid, he's going to be able to finish it off for a 3-star to give MCES another one in this match.
Wow, I was convinced that MCES would be the defensive masters, but they have shown to be so versatile with attacks coming from the ground, coming from the skies, coming from all over the place, and defenses that would just boil your eyes at looking at them. Cynthia has picked up another 3-star. That's 3 3-star hits in this final war of the series. MCES with an undefeatable lead.
Unbelievable performance from MCES on the #1 seed Tribe Gaming, but we're still gonna have one more attack from Tribe Gaming, the leader, the captain, and that's going to be Itsu. But we're taking a look at the replay here with the Hogs coming in on that Town Hall. Those Sui heroes taking out 2 multi-target Infernos. The enemy heroes as well was a huge value to Sui into, and then these Hogs were able to overwhelm the rest of the base.
It wouldn't be the World Championship stage without one of the most experienced Clash Masters in the known universe. His name is Itsu, a YouTuber and the captain of Tribe Gaming. This 25-year-old German has put up 3 stars more often than I can count. Watch as he pushes in for the final attack of this semifinal match.
Be curious to see what Itsu's gonna come in with. It's going to be a drag bat attack. He's gonna try to fly in. I'm gonna see where he's gonna want to Sui his heroes to grab maybe some external air defenses, and then you have to keep your eyes on those sweeper positioning and where they are protecting. We have quite a bit of expos near the queen in the core there, so we're dropping the queen here on the left side of the screen, gonna be able to grab that air defense and move her way up. King's over on the right, and typically we're gonna take a look and see maybe dragons fly right in between the 2 heroes when they're dropped.
Taking a chomp on either side of this base with those heroes is going to boost the funneling for this dragon attack. And great note also, those 6 pat spells are going to really help to take out some of those key air defenses along the backside. They really go down fast for those multi-target Infernos, but I don't see very much coverage in the bottom corner of this base. Great spotting there by Itsu means we're going to see a wave of destruction sweeping through dragon fire all along, I'm guessing the top side corner into the Town Hall there as they spread out for that 3-star attempt.
Oh no, he took out the building down at 6 o'clock, meaning he doesn't have any more archers to pull the Lava Hound, so it's just gonna sit in the core of that base. He tried to pull it through far to the south, but unfortunately Archer got picked off there, and now he's charging in through this Town Hall on the top side, drops this Rage, get ready for the Grand War Eternal Tome over the Town Hall to protect everything with that Stone Slammer flying through. Here comes the bats on this left side. There's the freeze spell, warden ability perfectly, and now he's gonna have to try to keep freezing to protect these bats.
Dragons get pulled out with that tornado spell, but they're gonna keep on going. They're spread out beautifully now. We still have a big Eagle Artillery pounding away at these attackers, but Itsu is not done yet. 2 more free spells left after this last one dissipates, and he has only got 1 more multi-target Inferno to deal with. Most of the Dragons are starting to veer off toward the bottom and left side of this base now, leaving that big compartment over on the right side unattacked. These 4 or 5 Dragons left are gonna be spreading out along the trash buildings along the exterior before they kind of sweep in more toward the interior. We're going to see a freeze spell dropped on the Archer Tower and the Eagle there to try to keep this Grand Warden healthy. He's taken some Archer Tower shots here, and unfortunately, it's taken him a while to lock onto that Archer Tower. Maybe he can survive if these dragons get in there in close enough time.
Well, we still have 2 more air defenses left up on the board with that Eagle artillery going to be firing down on these troops. At this point, he's going to try to grab as much percentage, but MCES getting those 3 triples is going to be the deciding factor and how push MCES up to the grand finals. Unbelievable performance from them, but still very nice try right there from Tribe Gaming. Still a great effort, 74% 2-star.
The king is dead. Long live the king. MCES takes down Tribe Gaming, the #1 seed of the Clash of Clans World Championship. Their journey will end here in the semi-final. The Frenchmen were just too strong, so many triples on their side, and unfortunately, none of the Tribe Gaming guys could get up to what they normally show us on stages, even though they had the crowd support.
The Grand Army marching victorious with 3 3-star strikes on top of the one they picked up in the pre-round. That's a 24-star total, and they will be going on to the World Grand Finals.
Unbelievable. MCES coming away with those 3 triples. You would have expected to be super close just like this, and it was, but such a great performance, dissecting those bases and taking them down with all those different attack strategies. MCES definitely deserves to be in the grand finals.
They do, and then the first team to enter any Clash of Clans World Championship Grand Finale ever. And they got 1 day now to prepare their minds for what's coming up tomorrow on their big day. Going for the $1 million prize pool and the first ever title of being the Clash of Clans World Champion. And it seems like they have a lineup that could pull this off.
Yes, MCES definitely have a great lineup here. It is the core 5 that qualified, and it's still the same 5, so they are able to do this, and I definitely believe in MCES.
No reason to mess with success. MCES is mighty, but hold on, guys, because they are going to have a really tough opponent coming up against them. Team Queso and Nova are going to be duking it out in the second semifinal match of the day. I'm sure that we're going to have all eyes on the stage as MCES seeks out an opponent.
Talking about the stage, we've got Frankie down there with our first finalist.
I am delighted to be joined by Hugo Stiglitz, and I have to ask this. You're in the final 2 from hundreds of teams who entered the World Championships. Come here, Hugo, tell me what it means to win on this stage and see yourself through to the finals.
I mean, it feels amazing. When we were in the qualifiers, we didn't hope to qualify. It was our first time, and we beat everybody. And now being here, I think the toughest opponent was Tribe Gaming for sure, and we beat them. Now, for me, it's just bonus. Like we already beat the best, so it's great.
Hugo, you are the main base builder for the team. You had incredible defenses today. They didn't get a single triple on this stage. You must be especially proud. What was the key to beating Tribe today?
I mean, we put our best bases against Tribe Gaming, the 2 matches, and it worked. They got only 1 triple, so we couldn't imagine that. Like defending we only getting 1 triple against us is amazing.
And you got 3 triples on this stage in your second war. What was it like in the team? Every single time you managed to do it.
Yeah. We started off with 2 fails with me and René, because I think it was too much pressure, and I misclicked something, and René too. But then our captain came in and tripled, and the other 2 tripled. That was crazy.
So how will you handle the pressure of the grand final tomorrow and take that trophy home to France?
I think we already have some experience with the qualifiers and today and the other tournament we did. So I think it will be no pressure. Like we will deal with the pressure.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me, Hugo. Congratulations to MCES. Commiserations to Tribe Gaming. I know that they did themselves proud in front of their home crowd today, but right now, please do show your appreciation for your first finalist, Hamburg. It's MCES. We are going to head over to our resident weatherman analyst Judo now, because he has got to talk about how the Frenchmen made it through to tomorrow.
Let's bring it all to you. Tribe Gaming took the risks, but it didn't quite pay off for them. MCES did what they needed to do, and this attack really demonstrates planning for the specific base. I love the use of the E-drag first, which sets up the funnel for the queen, but also over to the opposite side as well, which really comes into play because this base is set up to try and bait the queen charge into dragons, but MCES flipped it on its head and used that anyway. Unfortunate not to get that final chain on the E-drag, which would have took down the archer towers as well, and he can shift his focus to the queen charge at the bottom. Notice all 4 of the air defense are stacked over there. That is why the queen charge is baited in. The air defense are key for the dragons, but in the center of the base, we have the sweepers pointing over the other direction. We've got that single inferno and lots of traps in that area as well. Tryhard does manage to get that queen successfully through that bottom area, takes out the air defense, and then the Stone Slammer able to come into the center, take down them threats which were meant to stop the dragons. And I love the choice of balloons within the clan castle here, because Tribe, trying to defend, have archers there, they have skeleton traps, everything to try and distract dragons. But balloons, when they come out, will just hit the defenses, take them down, and the rage spell means that will be done. That ensures that pathing for the dragons is set up. That's the main thing you need to do. Set up your pathing, take down the main defenses, and MCES did that very successfully here for the dragons to come straight in. A beautiful touch as well was the king on the top, just to ensure that the dragons did continue to go straight onto the main defenses. Despite the single being down, the air defense not taking any chances, get them onto that expo, the archer towers. And because the queen is kept alive, she can swing around, merge in with the dragons, and a beautiful victory for MCES to put them into the finals. We've still got one exciting semi-final matchup coming right up, though. Let's hand you back across to René.
Thanks, Judo. Although I have to say I'm a bit disappointed. I didn't learn anything about the weather. Only having dragons at the horizon. I'm not sure. Maybe next time.
Dragon fire raining down everywhere. That's the weather today, brother.
I just want to know. It's a bit dark here, so I don't know. No, that's the first semifinal, done and dusted, and we see seat number 1 just gone. We talked about it so much. Other teams had more qualifiers, even though MCES only had 1. Was it that what came in here, that they were later on in the qualifiers, different method to qualify?
I don't know, it could have been a whole different, couple different things here, but MCES have been qualifying and playing in many different tournaments, so they do have a ton of experience playing together. I still think, their base is really held strong, and like Hugo said, they used their strongest ones against Tribe Gaming, so that showed there, and they only got 1 triple.
It all starts with a dream. The dream you heard on stage is the same one shared by Clashers around the world, the desire to become the best in the world, and finally we're gonna see who it's gonna be tomorrow. MCES has got a great claim to that title, and they never took their opponents as an underestimated force. They used their best bases they ever could, and it paid off this time.
It definitely did. We have our first finalist, but that means we're searching for another one. And that one will come off the second semifinal. Let's have a quick look once again at the bracket to remind you guys where we are right now. First semifinal done. Second is upcoming, and that is Nova facing Team Queso.
Yeah, this is going to be a great matchup. Nova taking on Team Queso, and Nova getting 14 stars in the previous war, and Team Queso just barely getting here with that final attack. This is going to be an unbelievable matchup as well.
Nova had the most dominant 7-star advantage in their quarterfinal match, whereas Team Queso barely eked out a victory, 1 star ahead and behind in average destruction. To see such a disparity now collapsing into such an amazing semifinal match, I know it's gonna go all out on stage. These guys are gonna put it all on the line.
Definitely, and we know Team Queso is not a team that breaks under pressure. That's what they proved to us yesterday in the last quarterfinal and in their last attack where they managed to get into this semi-final. We are getting ready for semi-final number 2, and I'm sending it over to Frankie on the stage.
Thank you very much, René. And I would be tongue-tied too if I was one of the teams waiting backstage to cinch that final spot in tomorrow's Championship Sunday, the grand final. There is a $1 million prize pool on the line. But who is going to get the biggest bounty? Well, let's meet our final 2 semi-finalist teams who are going to do everything they can to make it to tomorrow. Well, there you have it. On my right, from China and Spain, we have Nova Gaming. In yesterday's war, they got themselves 10 stars. And on my left, the current leaders with 11 stars from South America and Spain. It is Team Queso. So please stand back, that's right. Show your support and appreciation for these 2 teams. They are 2 of the 4 best teams in the world. They have fought so hard to make it to this spot. And to be honest right now, I do not envy them. I could not do what they're about to do. So teams, good luck, and let's find out what the desks are predicting for this one.
Yeah, it was so hard to get here, and that not because of delayed flights or anything, but because it was so hard to qualify, get in the qualifiers, get through the qualifiers, survive the playoffs. But these guys are among the best, or maybe even the best in the world. We don't know yet.
Yeah, Nova had to qualify that final spot to get in it, and they also tried many different times in a couple different qualifiers, but finally were able to make it. And now here, one of the top 4 clans remaining, taking on the number 2 team, Team Queso.
Team Queso is one of the most well-aged cheeses in the whole block. Gotta think much more Manchego than Gorgonzola. They're very experienced in this space. They're led by, of course, the Alvaro845, one of the oldest Spanish YouTubers in the Clash scene, and they've taken their chance through the qualifiers in the early stage to make it here as one of the dominant names in the business.
Before we dive into semi-final 2, we might want to learn a bit more about teams and what they did in previous things. So let's have a quick look at average destruction. And once again, that's pretty high, although not everyone above 90.
Yeah, their average destruction percentage is still, they're trying to raise it up, but still Nova getting that 14 stars in that previous war there, but only getting 10 here against Team Queso. I wonder if each one of these clans here are running their best bases to try to get to that grand final.
No weak link in the Team Queso lineup, though. They have all been able to put a 3-star up on the board. On the other side of the map, though, we see Nova, one of the biggest names in mobile gaming. The championship of the Clash Royale World Finals went to them last year. They're looking to do a double up and get the Clash of Clans World Finals this year.
We talked enough about the teams. Let's actually hear what they had to say yesterday coming into the semifinal.
Nos sentimos motivados. Yo creo que venimos bastante fuertes como equipo y nos hemos quitado mucha presión de antes de los cuartos de final de ser los favoritos. Ahora estamos bastante relajados y yo creo que nos irá mejor. Esperemos se den los resultados. Seguros, pues siempre lo estamos. Somos un equipo muy unido y nos apoyamos mucho y nos ayuda mucho el tener mucha comunicación como equipo. Yo creo que esperemos quedarnos con la victoria.
我们明天一共有3个策略，第一个是进攻，第二个是进攻，第三个是进攻。Team Queso， 我们明天赛场上见，看谁能走到最后。祝你们好运。
Who will get that spot next to MCES in the first ever Clash of Clans World Championship? It will be one of these 2 teams. Here it is, semi-final number 2 between Nova and Team Queso.
this next semifinal matchup, we have Nova taking on Team Queso, and for Nova, we have UZP, Juan, Wei, XC, and L period.
Team Queso counter with Rico Torres, 23, Michael DP, Oskivim, Almolin, and Fed.
We're gonna have to see if Nova can try to make that comeback. They're down by 1 star, 11-10, and they will be kicking it off first. And UZP, can he try to get a clutch triple for Nova here? It's gonna be close. I'm ready to see this, Woody.
Nova Maldo was making it rain yesterday with the 3 stars, 4 of them on the main stage, more than any other clan. If any team can take the heat, it's gonna be them, CarbonFin. They may be down by 1 star right now, but anything can happen in these next 5 attacks, and it's gonna be up to UZP to show us what his skills can do.
And he's deciding to come in with a queen charge Lalo, 10 wall breakers. So he's gonna be trying to maybe even break 3 of, I don't know if can he get 4 layers of walls here. He's gonna have to drop a couple wall breakers to test. So we're gonna have to see. Drops that 1 test balloon to try to see any sinking air mines to protect these healers. Pulls a red air bomb, but that's okay. It's only gonna do a splash damage, not gonna lose a healer here. Queen's charging in, pulls a couple archers, and he's gonna have to move his way to this core here with the Town Hall is not on the outside, so he can't reach over the wall there, but setting a little additional funnel on the King on the top side there, Woody.
Yeah, he only got a really soft pull with that CC. He's gonna get a few more of those troops coming out soon. There comes the Lava Hound and a few more archers to back it up. He's gonna send in some wall breakers trying to crack through an outer layer of wall, but looks like they're gonna drop on a wall that was already destroyed. Still not too big of an issue here. If UZP's Archer Queen can reach that Eagle Artillery on the interior, it looks like he'll still be fine and clear to go for this 3-star push. He's brought 2 Lava Hounds and 20 balloons, so a very heavy air-based attack to follow up later on. He's trying to take down those air defenses as many as possible, and it looks like there's still 3 of them up. He might be able to get that bottom corner one if the Archer Queen chooses to continue along that path after finishing off this Eagle Artillery.
Yeah, he keeps dropping these wall breakers to break the Queen further into the wall. Can it break this next compartment? It does! So now the Queen can step up and grab that enemy Queen towards the back end of this base, but since that Eagle is down, it's not going to be firing down on the troops any longer. But now, he's going to try to get to 51%, but where is this Stone Slammer moving? It's not going to this Archer Tower, which it would activate the Town Hall there, but he has to get to 51% to make sure that activates. Where does he drop a minion? Very clutch there to help activate it and damage it. Nice job. Now he's got to pop this Grand Warden Eternal Tome to protect some of these balloons. He does. That Queen is still alive. Drops the next Lava Hound. Here comes the next flight through the rest of the space.
They survive the Giga Bomb thanks to that Eternal Tome. The Archer Queen takes down that south side air defense, and she continues her path of destruction through the center of this base. Excitement from the Nova teammates as they think their 3-star finally is going to be within sight. UZP is still looking strong as the Stone Slammer sweeps through the backside, but because this first stage of the attack was so long, he's been left with a little bit of slow time for cleanup on the back end. That Archer Queen getting burnt up by the Inferno Tower, but the healer's barely able to keep her alive. Can she duck out of this exchange and get regenerated in order to finish out the last hit of this attack? We still have 20 seconds left, and UZP is doing his best to get these troops on target, Carbon.
Yeah, we have just under that 20 seconds now, 15 seconds left in the raid. There's quite a bit of storages. If anything, the defenses might all go down, but with time, though, is gonna be the issue here, and he doesn't have enough on the outside. The Tassels are still up. Queen is moving around there, healed back up, but it's going to be a time fail, 93% 2-star to kick it off for Nova.
A 2-star, 93% will top them off again on percentage destruction. Even though Team Queso had another star, they were only 6% ahead. That's 3 tiny little buildings, CarbonFin, and certainly not too much for Nova to catch up on. They still have to put another 3-star up on the board, though. We're going to be going back to Team Queso, where they are going to get their turn to return fire, seeking to push their advantage with another 3-star hit up on there. The first attacker is going to be Fed.
Fed is going to be looking to add another triple. He did it on the live stream yesterday, and that was the first one of all the qualifiers. And can he get another one here? Deciding to do a Sui Alalo, it looks like, using the Queen over on the top side to the right there with the King in front. But then he's going to have to be able to send in the balloons around the base. Can he end up getting quite a bit of value? I'm going to have to see where this Queen goes, Woody.
That is a 24-year-old psychology student. He said he wants to use the prize that he earns from this $1 million prize pool event to help out his parents. He's so excited to compete in the Clash of Clans World Championship to help develop the esports scene for this game and wants to be one of the guys holding on to that big championship trophy when it comes time tomorrow to lift it.
Is the Queen gonna be able to? No, she does not take out that top side air defense, which would have been very valuable through that, but now he has the Stone Slammer flying in toward the bottom side here, fighting the sweeper. Maybe he wanted to have that Stone Slammer go for that Eagle Artillery that's near the core, but he's still gonna be flying around at this base here with the balloons. He still has to get this Grand Warden down, move his way towards this Town Hall. Out comes a bunch of archers. Looks like there's also gonna be a Lava Hound in there, so this Poison Spell should make easy work of them. As he's flying through here, he's gonna have to be able to activate this Town Hall with an Earthquake, Woody.
That's a lot of splash damage firing away at the main section of that Loon army over on the right side of the base. Still Fed is streaming on through, adds on another Lava Hound to this push to try to provide some additional coverage. That air defense firing away at it as fast as it can, taking it down. Some air skeletons in the backside are gonna be chopping through these balloons, but can they make it through the base? Rage spells are getting them on target fast and furious. Can't finish off that Eagle defense though, and that might be the last thing that Fed was hoping to get down. The cleanup on the top side is gonna be mighty difficult with another multi-target Inferno Tower, and I think Fed's hopes of a 3-star are falling short. CarbonFin.
Yeah, with that Eagle Artillery that was up and it was firing down the troops, the Warden was able to help take it down, but it was a little too late at that point. Now he just has the minions around with one haste spell. It's not going to be able to really move the minions all too much. They're going to try to grab the percentage, but that's going to be in the mid 80% range. Previous hit from Nova was in the 90s, so this is going to be close, but Team Queso does have that star advantage, so the Team Queso is still in the driver's seat right now.
Holding on to an extra haste spell he was hoping to use for the backside of his base. He still is going to be pretty happy with this 88% 2-star. Keeps Team Queso in the fight, and with that star advantage, they certainly aren't going to be missing much. They just have a 1% advantage right now in terms of buildings destroyed. So still neck and neck on that destruction if Nova can pull it back.
And Team Queso coming in right there. We're gonna have to see what the next attack, LP of Nova. At 91% average destruction, can he be able to get a 3-star to answer the call and bring Nova all tied up on stars? We're gonna have to be curious to see what he's gonna come in with. He's done a previous attack, which got a 3-star with Queen Charge Lalo, and that's what he's looking to do again for Nova here in the semifinals.
LP, one of the 2 European recruits from this Chinese team. He hails from the Netherlands, and he is going to seek another 3-star on top of the one he picked up yesterday. Balloons are his favorite troop, and he's brought 25 of them back here again. He got 2 3-star hits out of the 6 wars that Nova fought in the very last qualifier to make it to the big stage here, and he's seeking to get that additional one on top of the one yesterday. Look, Nova knows that they're now behind, and they only have 4 attacks to close that gap. LP is one of the highest hitting guys on their team, hoping to get the job done.
Yeah, the Queen's charging in from the bottom side, moving in to the left here. Out comes some dragons, and she might be able to actually grab that multi-target Inferno right there. That's a ton of value, and then continue to jump through this base to that Eagle Artillery. And there's some Ice Golems that's gonna actually lead the charge and freeze up this area to help protect this Queen, but she's gonna have to be able to get through this Lava Hound, and it's gonna take some time.
Jump spell gives a little bit more pathway into this base. Haven't seen too many of them in this championship match, but they do come in really handy when those walls are clumped super close together, as we see in this instance here. LP gets the pull on that CC, and as this Queen inches ever closer toward that Eagle Artillery, she's soon gonna find her key target in her sights.
Queen's gonna be able to lock onto the enemy Queen there is very shortly, but he's starting the Lalo already, but this Grand Warden looks to be getting hit by this Town Hall, drops his haste, freezes it as he's moving around, and the balloons are moving. This is looking pretty good. Has to pop this Grand Warden Turtle Dome. He does over the Town Hall, and they're gonna be able to hopefully get through this. They're getting through really slowly, but they protected over that giant bomb. Here they come to the back, and no more spells here, Woody.
Loses his Lava Hounds really early, and there's no tanking left for these balloons on the backside. They're going down. Pop, pop, pop. That helium sure is volatile. LP's balloons are dealing a ton of damage even as they crash into these defenses, but a Tesla farm on the backside might be the last straw. Defenses holding on by the the skin of their teeth, but can't stand up against the might of this Archer Queen. She still has so many healers keeping her buffed up on the back end. 36 seconds left and only a couple of support troops to try to clean up the rest of this attack. Can LP still pull off the victory?
There's a Tassa farm that came up there. The Queen's gonna be able to move through, grab some more value here, but unfortunately, there is no more troops left on the board other than the Queen there, and that's gonna be way too much firepower onto her. She's gonna go down. It looks like we actually do have a few minions on the top side. Gonna try to grab it. I don't know if it's gonna be enough time here to get to about 95, but it looks like he's gonna be finishing in the mid-90s here, and does actually grab that, which could make a huge difference at the end if it comes down to percentage.
Every little building counts, and Nova has shown time and again their high capability to get those really high percentage mid-90 hits. Even when they can't clinch the 3-star, they always come really close. That's gonna put Nova over on top of Team Queso in terms of average destruction in this fight, but it's still Team Queso's match to lose with the star advantage.
Yeah, Team Queso with that star advantage are looking to try to add another one here. And can this next attack be the answer that they are looking for to get an extra star lead here? What are we coming in with? It looks to be a Queen Charge Lalo. Miracle DP wants to be able to answer and get another triple. He already got one earlier yesterday with a Queen Charge Lalo for Team Queso. And here comes the Queen, wall breaking in, actually double layer wall broke right there. So the Queen actually loops back around, drops a balloon for a test to see if there's any sinking air mines. He doesn't have a jump spell, but has a handful more of wall breakers. Look at this. This almost is gonna be, what, 3 layers of walls right there that the wall breakers are getting through. He's gonna be able to get to this enemy Queen on the backside there, but there's the Eagle Artillery right next to the clan castle.
Crashing through wall after wall. This Archer Queen is unstoppable thanks to those bony battlers dropping those big bombs. She uses that big old bow as well to pop down the enemy dragon and has no problem dealing with the Eagle Artillery right afterwards. She's gonna start to encounter those enemy heroes though, and will need a lot of damage and healer support to stay up. That's why Michael is saving those rage spells just for her.
And the Queen is under rage now, gonna be able to get through this enemy king, still has her ability. There is an opening towards that town hall, but she decides not to take it. They're gonna move her way over towards that Queen, which is actually really good. Now he can fly with this Grand Warden towards this town hall. Should this activate right here on the corner? It does. So now he's gonna have to time this Grand Warden. Turtle Tome drops a rage. There it is. He's gonna be trying to fly through, but this Grand Warden, no, the Queen pops the ability, takes her down there, Woody.
Takes down the enemy Queen and that town hall. This is looking pretty good for Michael. Earns the first star with the town hall, and the second now past 50%. There's a lot of free buildings along the exterior of this base, so if Michael can just neutralize that one air defense over on the left corner and the 2 multi-target infernos still firing away, he might be cleared for landing.
Yeah, the Stone Slammer just had the balloons come out of it. The Queen is still up on the bottom side of this base. Can these balloons overwhelm the back end of this base here? He's moving through that multi-target, does end up actually staying up on the top side, unfortunately. And the Queen is gonna try to beat through this wall. Unfortunately, we have a Tassa farm that popped up over at the back side of that base. With 50 seconds left, it's gonna come down to this Queen and how much value she can get. I don't know, it's gonna come down to time. I think she will be able to survive all this, but unfortunately, I don't know if she'll be able to get through the walls in time.
It looked like those balloons were just threading the needle in between those 2 Inferno Towers, running the gauntlet, may be a better way to put it, because they were taking a ton of damage as they passed through this base. That Tesla farm out on the backside might be the saving grace for XC, but they're all holding their breath. They're not gonna take any hit for granted. Michael DP praying beyond hope that he can somehow pull off a 3-star here, but with that Inferno Tower behind so many layers of walls, it looks like the Archer Queen's gonna get stuck and left with the 97% 2-star.
Yeah, the Queen's gonna get stuck right there on the wall. She would be able to reach everything, but a very nice stride, 97% 2-star for Team Queso.
Both teams with higher percentage hits to start the semifinal number 2, but there's still that star advantage coming out of the pre-round into this live stage round. It seems like Team Queso is just playing their game.
You're finding out once again how tightly matched these 2 teams are, with only 0.3% destruction separating them over so many attacks, 14 in total from these 2 teams. Still, Team Queso with a slight edge is gonna be hanging on by the skin of their teeth and seeking to push it even higher. 3 attacks left for Nova, and they have saved some of their best attackers for last. Juan, Wei, and XC are no guys to shake a stick at. Juan, with the highest hit rate of any member of their team, is gonna be held in reserve as XC, the newcomer for Team Nova, who picked up a 2-star 87% yesterday, will have his shot at glory.
Yeah, he's gonna be trying to get his first 3-star here on the live stage, using the Queen over at the bottom side and the Grand Warden towards the top. Now drops the healers on this Grand Warden and keeps them to the right side. The balloon comes in to test for any Seeking Ear Mines to protect the healers, and then it's going to be moving into this P.E.K.K.A. Smash. Very interesting base, and the wall layout here with the Town Hall is exposed on the edge of this base here. He's gonna have to try to charge in with the P.E.K.K.As and the boulders, but this Warden's gonna get slowed up quite a bit on these archers because it only hit them 1 at a time.
1 at a time goes super slow for a low DPS troop like the Warden, but he is very beefy, still at full health, and is gonna slowly turtle his way through the space on the backs of these heavy-hitting P.E.K.K.As out in front to protect. Boulders coming in right afterwards, and we've seen these P.E.K.K.A. Smash hits earn 3 stars in the past. Can XC pilot this hit to victory again?
So he's charging in, he's gonna drop that poison spell right on the balloon, pops this Grand Warden Eternal Tome through this Town Hall, and they are protected to get through the core. Here comes the Hog Riders from the top side and the Stone Slammer. We have a handful of heals to move through the top side, but if these healers can keep these bowlers healthy in the core, this is gonna be looking pretty good because nothing is gonna be targeting that Lava Hound as it's just gonna be moving around this base, but I don't see these bowlers in the core anymore. The King is there. I didn't see a jump spell really to connect him through that right side towards the bottom there.
Yeah, just 1 jump spell for the entry into this base, but saving 2 spell slots for heals to try to keep these Hogs active as they go into the second hit of this attack. XC still holding on, and you can see the Nova team members cheering and hoping that they can get this 3-star off and pull ahead of Team Queso. The Hogs are making their way to the backside of the base. Excitement from the coaches as they cheer on their champion in the arena. We still have a few Hogs in the backside, a couple of air defenses that are going to cause any trouble for them. The P.E.K.K.A's chopping through these walls. 47 seconds left in cleanup. Hogs don't have to worry about the walls since they can jump over them for cleanup, but there's only a few left on the very bottom side of this base. It seems like the last defense is going down, and XC is ready for cleanup. He might have the 3-star to equalize with Team Queso.
This is gonna be a 3-star for Nova here to answer the call. The King is for cleanup. The Hogs are moving around. That P.E.K.K.A. provided great tanking for that back end Archer tower there. And look at that. They answered the call when they absolutely needed it. Oh, even though the bowlers got pretty much picked off as they were in the core, but he dissected that base down and took it out for a 3-star for Nova.
Just when you think your advantage is secure, Nova comes back swinging even harder. The 3-star equalizes this matchup, but Team Queso will have the right to respond. They're still edging ahead a little bit on that percentage game, so if it does come down to really big 3-star hits, they've got a tiny sliver of advantage.
Yeah, they're gonna have to think about the percentage at this point as it's going to be all tied up in these stars. But we're gonna have to see what the next attack is going to be because this is as close as you possibly can get. We have a few more attacks that's going to determine who is going to be advancing to play MCES in the grand finals. And it looks like we have Rigatores, one of the Queen Charge Lalo experts in the game.
He picked up a 3-star in the qualifiers, and he's picked up a 3-star as well in one of the pre-round matches. Team Queso's captain, Rigo Torres, is a 19-year-old student from Spain and is looking to bounce off of the unique experience here at the Clash of Clans World Finals to launch his esports career. Give him a round of applause and hope that these balloons can stay on target. 20 of them after this Queen Charge makes her way into this base.
We're gonna have to see if he can answer the call because Nova just got that 3-star, so he's gonna have to get one of his own here. He's gonna try maybe freeze this multi, or the Queen will be able to help take that down, and then wall break again into air. He's decided to take an Earthquake to help get through and help maybe activate this Town Hall. The Queen's moving in. Some wall breakers come down perfectly timed there. Hopefully he can wall break and get into the base, and they does. He's gonna be able to charge in and grab and reach the enemy Queen over there.
She activates, and that's going to be a poison and rage combo to deal with the Queen and those CC troops. Attacking Archer Queen is going to be topped off nicely thanks to those raged up healers, and has no problem with that Royal Cloak ability on top of it, taking down these air attackers. Balloon doesn't even get the single drop, and that Queen's looking very healthy to launch the second stage of her hit. Wow, an additional rage added on top there to try to keep these healers healthy on the backside. They're going to especially need that help since that multi-target Inferno's firing away at them, Carbon.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the Queen's going to be moving in directly to that multi-target Inferno. He dropped that freeze, but the Queen jumped out of the radius there, and now the healers are all gone, and he activates his Town Hall to be sure to grab it, freezes it, and now he's got that use the Grand Warden ability over the Town Hall to help protect all the balloons. Sweepers pushing them back slowly, pops it right there. He's moving around here. He has one more haste spell left in the composition. He has to get through two multi-target Infernos. That Eagle Artillery is still firing on the troops.
Rigo Torres pays a high price to take out that bottom compartment, and he's running out of support troops to block for these balloons out in front. They are taking a massive amount of splash damage from the Eagle Artillery, raining down meteoric damage on them, splashing left and right. It seems the spread of these balloons is not going to be enough to finish off the remaining defenses. That last multi-target Inferno in the bottom compartment could spell doom for Rigo Torres' raid, hoping that those wall breakers could have cracked into that final compartment to give the Archer Queen her shot. Was Rigo Torres' plan, but didn't seem like he could pull it off this time, Carbon.
Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't take a jump spell to get the Queen into that multi-target Inferno and be able to actually reach the Eagle Artillery on the back end there. And it looks like that is one of the final defenses still up on the board other than the ones on the edges there. The Grand Warden should maybe be able to help take it down for percentage. He does. He's going to get in the 90% range here. So he's going to be able to try to add as much as possible with a minion on the outside. And it's all tied up here on stars, so it's going to come down to the percentage game. 91% two-star for Rigo Torres of Team Queso.
Back to a tie here in our semi-final. Team Queso and Nova both still fighting for the last remaining spot in our grand finale tomorrow against MCES, who just eliminated Tribe Gaming in the previous one. But there are only 2 attacks for each site now to finish this off.
Team Queso has now fallen behind on average destruction percentage, giving Nova the slight edge, and it'll be their turn to continue to add pressure on top. Juan is the MVP from Nova Maldo, and it's his chance now to gain the upper hand against Team Queso. Only 2 attacks remain for each of these 2 semifinalist teams, and it all comes down to this.
Juan, a master of E-Dragons, and that's exactly what he's coming into this. And he's going to be able to try to take down the base. Queen is going to be able to grab that air defense on the outside. King setting a nice funnel. Keep your eyes out where the sweepers are pointing. Doesn't look like they're pointing over the Town Hall here. But then if he's going to send the E-Drags toward this, the Queen's going to walk down as well. Going to grab another air defense. Look at that valley from the Queen. Here comes some E-Drags on the top side. Stone Slammer leading the charge. And then he's going to have a handful of balloons. Get ready. Keep your eyes out where he's going to be dropping these rages and the freezes to try to get some nice chain value. Out comes the dragon and some archers out of the clan castle.
Archers can distract these Electro Dragons for a long time, giving those defensive buildings the time they need to zap down these Electro Dragons. Juan loses his first one as you see those lightning strikes go off, but he's about to target onto that enemy Town Hall now, zaps it down for the second star, and will continue his path of destruction through the space. Raged up Electro Dragons deal a ton of damage, especially if they're able to get maximum chain lightning value, but it looks like a few buildings have gone down on the interior of the base, denying that chain lightning damage. Still, Juan's got a lot of E-Drags left up, and there's not too many air targeting air defenses left. He does have a Tesla farm at the backside, but as you can see, that chain lightning is massive damage. He might be on the way to 3 stars, Carbon.
Hang on, he's about to maybe try to get and finish this off. He has a few E-Dragons left. That multi-target Inferno's hitting these E-Dragons. They're all looking. Is it going to be enough? He doesn't know. They're going down so quickly here. Oh, unfortunately, it looked really good there with that E-Dragons, but that multi-target Inferno is going to be taking the health away of the E-Dragons. Nova was looking forward and trying to get that 3-star, even though they do just barely have the percent advantage right now over Team Queso, but unfortunately Juan was not able to convert that one for a 3.
It's really hard to control lightning, and I gotta say, out of all the E-Drag hits we've seen, Juan has put up one of the most impressive ones. I've seen Team Queso come out back from behind, though, with that 3-star E-Dragon hit yesterday to show up what exactly needs to be done with him, and it could be Almolin's time to do it. He picked up a 2-star yesterday. The 24-year-old student from Team Queso has now got his chance to pull the team back ahead. They were leading yesterday, but they're now reeling from that heavy-handed strike from Nova. They've all hit in the 90+% range, so Team Queso really needs him now to show him what he's got.
Yeah, he's gonna be coming in, looks like with a Sui Alalo. Can he get another 3-star here? She was able to help get them in the first match versus Nova, but let's see, the Queen is stepping up. King and Queen are gonna be able to maybe move into this town hall. There are some archers, the Lava Hound and a Balloon are gonna slow these heroes down quite a bit. But let's see where these enemy heroes are, pretty far away, so maybe the King with his ability can take that town hall down. It looks like it's going down pretty quickly. Down it goes, locks it up, and then he'll be able to start the Lalo and move around the base either in a clockwise or counterclockwise formation here.
Almolin would need a 95% 2-star to pull ahead of Nova on percentage, but he is really seeking out the 3. As you mentioned, he's going to be moving along the left side of the space with this Archer Queen, trying to take out as many exterior structures as he can, not supporting her with healers, instead choosing to bring a massive number of balloons, 30 to get the walloping strike on the backside of the space. He's brought 4 haste spells to keep them on target, as well as 2 rages to get that beefy damage in.
He's flying the balloons in. He might have to think about where the minions are gonna come down for a cleanup because we don't wanna run into those time fail issues. Pops his Grand Warden ability. Lava Hound's protected, flying across this base here. He's gonna have to try, he took out, I think the Queen is still alive. She's jumping the walls in the core. There's
that
the
denies
rages.
the skeletons.
Yes, they're unfortunately not gonna go there, but I think the Queen ended up going down from the Lava Pups and that Baby Dragon and the Stone Slammer. They're moving through this top side, but that multi-target Inferno looks to be raining down on these balloons as they're flying through.
All the topside balloons are finished off now. Almolin still has a healthy Grand Warden trying to boost up these balloons along the exterior of the base, but they're not really staying on target. Finally, they're gonna make their way through the last line of defenses. A Tesla, a Wizard Tower, Archer, and multi-target Inferno still trying to burn up these attackers, and with that Expo locked onto the Grand Warden, he's now going down. Without that life orb, these balloons are gonna be helpless as they make their way to the final line of defenses. Almolin up against Juan has earned his 2 stars, but 3 is out of reach. Team Queso will fall behind Nova as they have been denied in their penultimate attack. Only 1 hit remains for each of these semifinalist teams in the fight of their lives.
The percentage is gonna be so close between these 2 clans. We're gonna have to take a look at the overall. Once this attack wraps up, look at this in the 90% hit range. Oh my goodness, these
wow, if he hits 94, I think they're gonna be exactly tied, Carbon.
Look at this, 94, maybe even grab 1 more percentage. This is gonna be neck and neck, and see the overall, oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna come down to the final 2 attacks of this war.
Nearly nothing between those 2 teams here on our big stage. Seems like Team Queso once again in the lead, but that was going back and forth through the entire semi-final here. So with the last attacks, nothing is decided before we actually see them.
What a finish. The average destruction could not be closer, CarbonFin. And that means that every attack is going to be absolutely essential when we total this up at the end of the day. 19 stars to 19 stars and only 2 attackers left. So let's get into it. Wei is the captain of Nova Maldo. The 22-year-old is a special agent, and he's gonna be using a Lalo strike to stab at the heart of the Rigo Torres defenses. Wei earned a 3-star yesterday in the fight against Vatang and was one of the main reasons that Nova had the most devastating 7-star advantage against their opponents. Right now, though, with the neck-and-neck fight against Team Queso, he's in the struggle for his life to get this final hit in.
Wei is coming in on this base, but Team Queso have been in these situations and putting up these defenses before. And can they answer the call? So these final 2 attacks, and Wei is looking to get that clutch triple because they are just barely on the lead of the percentage right now. And can he get it right here? The queen is gonna be pushing her way in, gonna be able to deal with the enemy queen. Oh, she's getting low here. Gonna have to pop the queen. Ability drops the poison. Gonna have to get through this lava hound. It's gonna take some time, but these Expos drops another raid for the queen. The eagle is locking onto these healers here, Woody.
That Archer Queen was taking a ton of damage, and finally with the last balloon pull going down, the CC has finally been eliminated. Wei has been taking a massive punch on his Queen's face, but the healers have kept her topped off as she only has 1 multi-target Inferno firing away at her now. She's gonna move toward the interior of the base, but check out the top left side of the map. Here comes the main attack. It's balloons, it's Lava Hound, it's a Stone Slammer to drop the big Mamma Jamma. Air defense is firing away at the balloons. We get that Eternal Tome to protect them as they make their way to the bottom side of the base. Still a lot of Archer towers along the exterior, and air defense and a multi-target Inferno remain. Can Wei get the job done?
He's flying through here. The balloons are moving there. A 3-star 4-way of this attack is going to be the win for him. He's going to try to fly in. The queen is going to be staying up in the core, tanking that Archer tower actually in the core with just about a minute left. Look at all these balloons in the raid. Can he finish it off for a 3-star?
If Wei gets the 3-star here, Nova cannot be defeated. This is the moment of his life in the World Finals. The semis have 1 more hit. Wei, with only a couple balloons left, still has a chance with the Archer Queen along the bottom side to get this cleanup job done. She's gonna run into the enemy Barbarian King, where these 2 heroes will have the brawl of ages.
Oh my God, this is gonna be close. The queen just barely stays alive right there. It's gonna come down to time. 26 seconds left in the raid. Can he finish it off? It's looking good. The queen might be the saving grace for Wei and Nova.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Nova Maldo with the 3-star is going to the Grand Finals.
Unbelievable right there. Wei gets it when they need it, the 3-star. But we still have 1 more attack from Team Queso. We knew that the percentage was close, but now, even though we saw that 3-star, the best he could do is 3-star and be down by that 0.1%. Unbelievable.
Take a look at this replay as Wei gives us the master class that we will not soon forget. Archer Queen is the hero of this raid, barely surviving her stage 1 hit, but then dropping that Barbarian King like he's hot, moving through the rest of the base for the finishing blow. The Nova coach and supporting teammates there in the crowd could not be more excited. Let's go back to the other side, though, where Team Queso will have 1 last say in this war. Oskivim has his chance to put a 3-star on the board.
He's gonna try his best to get this final triple for Team Queso. And can he do it? It's going to be curious. I'm gonna see what type of attack strategy he's gonna come in with, because he wants to get as many triples as possible.
We're getting word that it might be the case that there was a rounding issue, so we're not going to call the grand finals too soon. We're going to wait and see after Oskivim's attack. If he gets the 3-star hit here, it might actually be exactly even. So let's wait to see what the numbers show on the board before we make the final announcement. Slap my wrist, CarbonFin, and hope that we can get 1 last performance here from Oskivim to see what's going to happen with Team Queso. But they really have to get a 3-star to have any chance at it.
A 3-star will give them a chance. Couldn't it be crazy that the rounding there in the game have a perfect tie? That could be unbelievable. The first time we've ever seen that. But we're first have to focus on this attack right here. Unfortunately, the Grand Warden is not going for this air defense, so he's losing that. Oh, he doesn't lose the healer there. Stays alive, so that is good. Drops this rage. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to see if he can be able to get this clutch triple, because that's exactly what they need in this moment.
Oscovim from Team Queso is a 35-year-old state official from Spain. He picked up 3-star hits in the qualifier match to make it here. The second team to do so there for Team Queso in that April qualifier. He's a hog expert, and he's brought a few to this raid, backing up the main force here. That P.E.K.K.A smash has dealt a ton of damage, but looping around the exterior of the base might not be what he was hoping for. That Grand Warden taking a ton of Inferno Tower fire and about to go down. He really needs to make the most of this last heal spell he's holding on to keep these hogs topped off. Multi-target Infernos along the backside of the base are going to be really hard to take down. Wade's defenses seem to be holding up, CarbonFin.
Hogs move through the top side. They're going to be able to make their way to this Eagle artillery with that multi-target Inferno hitting and taking out all the healers. The Eagle now goes down, but is it going to be enough with these the Hogs moving through? It looks like they're getting picked off at this point. And unfortunately, those two multi-target Infernos are staying up in the core right there without boulders, and P.E.K.K.A's moving around the outside of the base.
One by one, these Hog Riders are cooked to jamon iberico, as the last remaining hitters from this attack are going to be the bowlers and the P.E.K.K.A for cleanup along the exterior. But those Inferno Towers are going to be almost impossible for them to reach. So many layers of walls separate these attackers from the 3-star that they need to get a victory on this map. Nova looking confident and just holding their breath. 43 seconds left in this attack for Oscovim to deliver the final blow.
Yeah, it's just the P.E.K.K.A and some wizards now. They're going to approach this multi-target Inferno, and that multi will roast the wizards as they are passing by, and the P.E.K.K.A will have to get through all these defenses and walls. Just under 30 seconds left in the raid. It's unfortunately too much to get through, and it was a really great effort by Team Queso here. And Nova coming through clutch with that final triple. Wade getting it done to help push them to their grand finals to take on MCES.
What a thrilling second semifinal we just witnessed, with Nova taking the win here, going up against MCES. They will move on to the grand final, have a shot at the big trophy. The majority of the $1 million prize pool with that lineup. They just show how strong they are. And Queso, heartbreaking moments here right on our stage.
This was an amazing award. We saw Nova yesterday coming in with 14 stars, and then coming here today, getting a few more to advance to take on MCES. You could not have asked for a better final here.
Nova coming from behind the 10-11 star deficit saw an awesome performance today, unbeatable by the Team Queso squad. Hats off to them. But the story of the day is going to be the lower seed defeating the higher seed in both of our semifinal matches. We've got Nova and MCES still left contending this major trophy in the center. That's going to be it for the matches today.
Yeah, it is, and that was the first time that a trailing team won. We never had someone that came in negative into the second round and then took the victory, but we're going over to Frankie, who is the winners right there.
Thank you so much, René. Yes, I've got Way with me. CarbonFin called him one of the best players in the world, and today we absolutely saw why. Way, it was your triple that took Nova to the grand final. Tell me how you did it.
你打3星，让你的团队晋级决赛，你就是有什么策略？
正常发挥。
I just did my best.
You certainly did, but what was going through your mind when you knew that you'd done it? Because we saw the joy on your face.
你打3星之前，你就可以看到，你知道打3星，你感觉怎么样？
因为之前我们一定要打3星才能赢的。虽然昨天落后了，但是我相信我的队友，相信我们每一个人的实力。
We had to get 3 stars to win. We know it. So I just give our best. Even though we lost last time, we had hope, and we knew that we're gonna win this time.
Tell me about what it was like to come to the final, being 1 star behind Team Queso. Did the team have a discussion about how to stay focused and how to win once it got to the war on this stage?
就是你参加这个半决赛，你们对对手缺少一个信心，你们就是打之前有些讨论吗？
有的，我们今天分析阵型会更仔细、更认真。
Yes, we had the conversations. We talked about our layouts, and we were very careful about choosing one.
And you have players from China. You also have players from 2 different countries in Europe. How do you become one of the world's best teams despite not speaking the same language?
你们团队组成中国选手还有外国人，你们怎么沟通？
我们有翻译器，手机。
We use translator on our app.
Well, I think that translator is like the 6th member of Nova then. And finally, MCES in the final tomorrow. We saw how strong their base building is today, but your attacks are fierce, Wei. How are you going to beat them and take that trophy home?
MCS 已经晋级决赛，我们看到他们的阵型非常好，但是你们的打法也非常的厉害。你们有什么策略？
我们很有信心，因为我们7月份的时候跟他们打过一次，我们失败了。这次是我们的复仇之战。
We are very confident about this match. We played with them once and we lost, but this time we think that we're gonna win.
Well, there's no greater motivator than the lion's share of a $1 million prize pool and, of course, revenge. Wei, thank you so much. Congratulations. Handbag, please show your appreciation for Nova, your second finalists. And I want to show my appreciation for the fabulous boys on the desk because we need to head over to Judo and the Telestrator.
Nova put on a masterclass for us there. Let's take you back to the attack by XC, who used a hybrid army in order to get the 3 stars. I'm going to talk you through the self-funneling technique he does here first. Beautiful use of the balloon to come onto the mortar, and the crash damage of that ensures that the spell factory goes down as well. Uses the queen on the right-hand side here. Probably didn't want to use the Barbarian King so as not to accidentally to activate the town hall. Now, the Grand Warden is a beautiful troop to self-funnel. All we mean by that is that the Grand Warden will be coming into the base anyways, so if he can set up the funnel, it will be good value. So he takes out the entire top area here. Does take a time to get through that, so you do have to take that into consideration, but he slowly takes out the archers, and we have to enable the Tesla goes down before that funnel is fully created. Now, what do we mean by that exactly? All it means is that you can see almost like a funnel. Your troops and their AI will be drawn straight in here. Now, when the Grand Warden is used in this method, it's very easy to pull him back across so that he doesn't walk, because when you deploy the troops, he then turns into healing mode. Love the use of the jump spell on the right-hand side here to draw the main push of the attack into this area. Tried to get the multi-inferno, but didn't quite get it, and the beautiful use of the Hog Riders very quick down the opposite side means that as the P.E.K.K.A in the center are tanking, the Hog Riders can get through that very easily. They have nice pathing as well because the core is gutted. They will be able to come right the way through onto that Eagle very quickly because of the use of the Stone Slammer, and again because of the successful merging of the attacks together, which you really want to try and do when planning out and executing. It means that he saves the heal spell for the back end, for the splash damage, and we did see a lot of attacks today that really came down to the wire. This one not even close. That is another benefit of merging your phases together. Cleanup troops on the bottom, impressive stuff by Nova when they really needed to get it done, and they advance into the finals. What an incredible display of Clash, and I'm sure we will have much more to come tomorrow, but let's hand you back across to René.
An incredible display. Yep, that's basically how the semifinal went on, right? I mean, we saw 2 amazing semifinals. We got our finalists. We're waiting for so long. Now it gets crazy.
Yeah, now we have the final 2 clans competing in the grand finals tomorrow. MCES taking on Nova. Could not have asked for anything better. Both of them coming with so many triples in these wars here together. Unbelievable. This is going to be a matchup of the century.
MCES and Nova with huge 3-star hits up on the main stage today left nothing to be desired. Meanwhile, we're saying goodbye to Tribe Gaming and Team Queso, mainstays of the Clash of Clans competitive scene. I'm sure we'll see much more of them in events to come. But for 2019, the World Finals has only got one name to be stamped on that trophy. It's either going to be
MCES
Nova or MCES.
One last spot to fill on that bracket, and that will be our world champion, guys. I know normally I don't ask for prediction when there's still a day to come and all that. We sometimes can talk to the teams, but let's get down here. Who's winning?
Who's winning? So difficult. I mean, well, if I had to pick one of the clans, MCES taking out Tribe Gaming, taking out the #1 seed has to be a huge advantage. But granted, Nova might have changed up quite a bit of their bases. They've been through a couple different qualifiers before. I don't know. It's going to be anyone's match.
Yeah, I'm racking my brain trying to figure out who might have the slight edge. I love both of these teams so much. I've had a lot of time spent backstage with them, listening to their stratagems and their devices to try to pull up a lead. I guess I would give a little bit of a tilt toward MCES.
We'll see the solution tomorrow. Thanks, guys, once again for your casting. Obviously, everyone else on the team with Judo Sloth and Frankie, who joined us for the first time here on the Clash of Clans World Championship. There's still one more pair of socks that come from Clash of Clans to wear. That's tomorrow, when we return for day 3 and the big grand finale here in the Clash of Clans World Championship. Be sure to be back 9:30 CET. Yes, that switch on the clock tonight, so be aware of that. Thanks for coming to the arena. Thanks for watching the actual live stream. My name is René, and I see you guys there.